Getting started as a novice in auto racing is one of the easiest things you can do nowadays, and I'm here to explain to you in this short video exactly how and why that is so. Before I start, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell to get notified of new uploads and videos every single week. A viable option, in my personal opinion, is Autocross or Rallycross. Here's why. Starting off with topic number 1, ease of entrance. It's simple. Contact a Facebook group, do a local search, find out your local organization, send a message, send an email. People are more than willing to respond and are more than willing to help you. Registration costs are usually very cheap. If it's a governing body, it might be a little bit more expensive, but if it's run by the drivers and governed by the drivers, then it's definitely a much cheaper cost. So just search around a little bit, make sure you do the research and find the perfect organization for you. Jumping to topic number 2, the budget. It's very cheap. Cars don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to have roll cages or all these other expensive add-ons on your car as well. You just need to have a car, not no major leaks, and you're able to participate. Simple. And when I say your car doesn't need to be perfect, I really mean it. It does not need to be perfect at all. It could be a junkyard special. As long as you tightened up on some bolts and fix up a few things, you're in there. You can have a car beatered, battered, and bust down.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down.
Does it run? You're good to go. Regulations. Regulations are usually minimal. As long as you don't have something that's crazy huge or something that's going to destroy the track, you're viable to participate. You're allowed to participate. Cars are broken down into sections based on drivetrains and whether or not they're stock or modded. Now, some organizations do have a experimental class. If you have something that you basically put together or whipped up in your own garage with a few parts, then there are certain organizations for you. But that goes back into ease of entrance and making sure you do the research. That is a very important part of this. And depending on your regulations and depending on what organization you choose to participate with, you will need certain safety rated helmets from different brands or whatever that you need to have. These are very important. They are what make or break your participation. You must have the correct and regulated helmet. Please don't forget that. Helmets are cheap and very affordable, $100, $150 at max. Especially for someone just starting out, that's very budget friendly. Next is the camaraderie that you will find amongst these organizations. These are local people. These are people just like you. They're not famous. They're not exorbitantly sponsored. Nothing. They are regular folks just like you, just trying to find a start and trying to have fun with either their hobby or their passion, or those two can be the same thing, damn it. But either way, everyone is willing to help you. Everyone is willing to give you advice. If you need to know where to get parts from, if you need to know where to go for different tires, if you need to know what the rules are, if you need to know anything, or if you have any form of questions, you can always send a message to someone and they will help you. No real questions asked. And everyone is willing to talk to you, so you'll never feel left out. Me personally, I wasn't a big speaker.
I'm a real big speaker.
I wasn't a big talker. I was kind of introverted and didn't really know how to speak, but all you gotta do is ask someone a question. Yo, what are you running? Something as simple as that can create an insightful conversation with someone you just met, and you guys can bond over cars, racing, motorsports, all forms of things, and things that can leak out of that. You know, how many pets you got? Oh, I got these many pets. I got cats, dogs, whatever. The camaraderie is there for you to attain. All you have to do is ask a couple questions. Seat time, seat time, seat time. You need it in order to become better, in order to learn your skills, in order to know what it's like to be on low terrain areas, in order to know what tire pressure you need to have. Those kinds of things. Seat time brings that knowledge to you. And this is a much more affordable option to get it. You don't need to be a public disturbance, or you don't need to be street racing and possibly get arrested for seat time. You pay a quick fee, you get all day long, as many runs as you like, depending on what organization you're with. So it is just that simple to get into motorsports. Have a car, find the organization, send a couple messages, talk to a couple people, and you're in. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard, especially now. Everyone is on their phones. Everyone is mobile. Everyone has some form of electric correspondence with another. This is the time to get in. cars are selling for cheap because people need to pay their bills, especially if you're looking for manual or something like that. Very cheap, very affordable, just don't have any major leaks, and you're good to go. So remember the 5 major components as to why Rallycross or Autocross is a viable option to get into motorsports. Ease of entrance, cheap budget, regulations are minimal, the camaraderie that you will find in the organization, and lastly, seat time, the most important thing for any driver starting out. That's it for me. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like, comment, and share with your peoples.